Oh, thanks very much. I look out here at this crowd, and from where I stand, I see that this is the largest crowd I've ever seen that had neither food nor drink nor heat. And that's a message to send to Washington, too. If you can call people from all over Iowa to come here on short notice to stand up for an industry that's been great for America, this demonstrates how much this matters to our state, to our industry, and to our country. I wanted to tell you a little bit about what goes on in Washington and how people think. And first I would tell you that back in about 1978, when that first gallon of blended ethanol was pumped commercially here in Iowa, you could not have given that gallon away. You couldn't crack into the marketplace because the petroleum industry had a 100% lock on liquid fuel going into vehicles on American highways. They had a 100% mandate. You could have given away ethanol, but you couldn't have gotten it into the tank. You couldn't have gotten it into the pump, and you couldn't have been able to squeeze the nozzle and sell it if we didn't have some intervention and some help from government. And so we opened some things up, like the blender's credit for ethanol, and the credit for biodiesel, and the RFS, this RFS. Now, I want to take you back to the blender's credit for this reason. It was about incenting the industry to put some dollars in to develop. ADM and Cargill had the knowledge base on distilling ethanol. We had to build all of that around them. They weren't interested. The blender's credit put the incentive there, and a few years ago, in 2008 in the Farm Bill, they dinged the blender's credit from 51 cents down to 45. And I said in the Ag Committee, don't do that, because you will send a message to the industry and you'll freeze the development of an industry that's in a growth pattern right now. It's the wrong signal. And they argued against me and said it doesn't matter that much, it's only 6 cents. But it's a chilling message. And we saw the new investment in ethanol development, at least here in Iowa, slow down dramatically. And then when what was left of it, the 45 cents, was due to expire, you all came from the industry and said, these are numbers I think I remember right, there's $3.2 billion left of the last half of the year that would be paid out under that blender's credit at 45 cents a gallon, and you offered to give that all back. Give it all back, if half of it would go to debt reduction and the other half would go to market access, blenders, pumps, and flex fuel vehicles. So you could get market access. Who opposed that? The petroleum industry. And they got people that said they were conservatives in Congress to say, I'm opposed to mandates and I'm opposed to subsidies, and they were also opposed to reducing the national debt, and they were opposed to allowing you to have market access. This petroleum industry has come in and lobbied hard in Washington, and this flabbergasts me, this decision, this proposal by the EPA. It's flabbergasting because, after all, I remember Barack Obama coming all over Iowa. He launched his campaign here. He wouldn't be president if it weren't for Iowa launching his campaign in the caucuses, and it was all about renewable energy. The green industry was going to be developed. How could you be any more against green energy than have this kind of a proposal come out of the EPA? And so, if you can't, there's a lot of logic to building the Keystone XL pipeline. I want petroleum to be sold in this country. I want to use fracking sand. I want to get all that stuff done, but I want to compete with it. And today, if you go out there, the best BTU buy in the marketplace is ethanol. That's the best buy in the marketplace. The last time I did the numbers of the domestically produced liquid that goes into our liquid burning vehicles, 24% of it was from corn-based ethanol, of the domestically produced. We import still a lot of petroleum. We should not forget that. We've increased our production, but we're importing a lot, and our renewable fuels altogether bring our balance of trade back around to, it's a plus of about $130 billion that we would be spending to buy from over in that area that's now coming under nuclear threat if we let it go the way it is. This is good for America. It's good for America's national security. It's good for the consumers. It's good for environmental protection people that care a lot about that. It's the equivalent of taking 27 million vehicles off of the road, just the environmental benefit of what we do burning renewable fuels here. And by the way, biodiesel took the hardest hit proportionally. I don't know why that is. It's irrational to me. It looks like they're using data from 2011. And so we have to bring this back. We've got to bring it back fact-based. We've got to make our argument. It isn't the formal rule. This is just the trial balloon. And so then on top of that, I want to go back and carefully read the federal statute that went in 2005. I'm not confident that the EPA has the legal authority to do this. So we've got a couple of alternatives. Turn the heat up, turn the pressure up, put the message in. If you've got a network out there across the country and any other congressional districts, do that too. Administration, do that too. And we need to look at the statute very, very carefully. But this has been great for Iowa, great for America. It's a national security issue. It's an economics issue. According to the Verliger report, we would see gas $50 to $1.50 higher if we didn't have ethanol in it. So we have a lot of work ahead of us. We've watched as our corn markets have lost a third of their value over the last year. Raised the largest crop in history, equivalent to the 1991 and 1993 crops added together. That's what we're looking at. And here's another benefit. Right behind us here, as I watch these DDGs piled up behind us, there's a feeder not very far from here that used to put 75 bushel of corn into a steer to get him finished. Now he's down to 15 bushel because he can blend the DDGs with cheap feed and rough hay and corn stalks and you name it. You all know about that. And the cattle business has come back to Iowa for the same reason. We're going to stand together on this. We're going to tell them, keep your hands off the RFS. That's our holy grail.